One of the most closely contested races this year is the battle for Virginia's 7th District, a Republican stronghold for years. In 2018, it was claimed by the Democrats, thanks to the blue wave and a strong campaign by Abigal Spanberger. Now this CIA officer turned congresswoman is defending her seat against State Delegate Nick Freitas, a retired Green Beret seeking to make the district red again.
I just think he has a strength about him, and when he speaks, he says what he means, and he means what he says.
But she's already there, she's already doing the job, and it's like, keep doing the job.
Both sides, nationally, not in Virginia, but the congressional committees on both sides, say that it is basically a toss-up district. The Democrats say that Spanberger has an edge, but they'll admit it's not a big edge. And the Republicans say they're on the verge of an upset with Freitas. Who knows? You know, we'll see. It's certainly going to come down to a couple of percent. This is not a landslide district.
I met Abby prior to teaching her when I was chairman of the center. At the time it was called the Immersion Center. Abby took classes and immersed herself, not just as an immersion student in Spanish, but in learning French, and I can speak to that because she was in my French class. She wanted to know enough French so she could communicate with people, so she could read a novel. It just expanded her breadth of knowledge and her relationships with people.
It's just funny when I look back on it. She was definitely someone who was not afraid to give feedback about a current situation and had a solution, very solution-minded, and was not afraid to talk to adults at a very young age.
I'm Abigail Spanberger. At CIA, we had one mission.
So I was just like Abby. I was an operations officer. So that is your basic spy going out and recruiting agents. Abby is, I've known a lot of tough guys, you know, in my life between the military and the agency, men and women. And I've only seen people really achieve that level of success by being able to balance those two, by being able to be really authentic, right? Have the empathy, have the care, right? But then be able to fight, you know, fight for the things that are important. And I think that's what made her such a success then. And that's what's made her really the best people, you know, for her district in Virginia.
You know, she's still Abby to me. And while it's Abigail Spanberger, she'll always be Abby.
You might be the person with the originalist of original insight on Nick Freitas. Were you surprised at all when he went into public service, when he went into a career in the military?
Not at all. He had talked about it since he was a little boy, and he's always been very patriotic. So. Nick comes from a very multicultural family. We have family members that are African American, Guatemalan, Mexican, Taiwanese, all within our relatively immediate family. And Nick, having gone to other countries as a missionary, and especially with the group that we went with, there was tremendous teaching about different cultures and different people on this planet and how all people are beautiful and have something to offer. And Nick has always had a deep respect for that. And I think that's another one of those things that people maybe don't know about Nick.
During this pandemic, this is the time where the people...
It was pretty much unanimous that we all wanted him to run. He was the last one to make the decision. So I was ready. I wanted him to do it because I've known him since 9th grade. I know what he believes and I know his heart, and I know that if I want the perfect representative there, he's the guy I want there.